pick up right before time.
That's put in. He will find Kissy. Kissy makes a cut to the middle, and it just is not a good enough pass there to Afonso, who would have been threatening there. And now it's Drac. Kissy again. Kissy back for Radia, who can't win it. And now Andreu will wrap up Bone, and Bone will play it quickly for Doing. Doing is stopped there by Day, but beneficiary so far. Both teams have played very good physical soccer. It hasn't been too physically aggressive. There have been some hard fouls, but those have come in the pace of play. And
or hatred out there, just playing for the love of the game.
Probably telling him there, the next one you're gonna get a. Looks like it's Tucker Bone and Tasseries. It'll be a touch to Bone. Bone on the ground, and Tasseries is all over that one as he scoops it up. And we are getting close to time. It is GCU. That's a good aggression from him there, and then the save by Tasseries.
Almost goal chance here, really was ready for it there. I mean, and then this one fizzled out. Had no one behind him, but it still almost challenged him and beat him.
Yeah, Tosh Yasuda has played great so far in his minutes that he's had in replacement of Jackson Jella. Substitution and injury time for him. But he had 2 shot attempts there, as we saw, and he's played a very good game. But this whole Lopes team has played a great game so far as a team, and they have just taken 7 shots with 5 on goal.
Yeah, well, that they're really coming into their own, and they're playing against a top 10 team, and they're doing what they need to do, because if you don't put it all together as a team, you're not really going to have success. But Air Force, I feel like, is kind of caught off guard with how GCU is playing. I feel like after the first 6 or 7 minutes, Air Force thought that they were going to run away with it because, you know, they certainly had the momentum and they were dominating, but GCU's wiped that all away.
That's right, GCU played a very great game so far. They're going to look to continue it into the second half as we will take another break here, and it is 1-0 Lopes over the Falcons.
You got me moving to a different beat. I'm singing this melody. I'm lost in the rhythm of your
best dressed?
Oh, we have a lot of them. I'm gonna go with Corey. Myself. Because definitely myself. Marco. Me.
Most school spirit?
Sean. Definitely Sean. Has to be Sean.
Sean Spitzer. Sean Spitzer.
Best singer?
Josh. Me.
We're rapping. No, he loves his Chris.
Oh, wait. Let me get ready.
My heart's racing, dude. You know that they're all lies, bad as you are. I stick around, and I just don't know why. If I was your man, baby, you never worry about what I do. Not bad.
That was good, bro.
Back inside GCU Soccer Stadium. It is still halftime. We are about 5.5 minutes away from the start of the second half. And as you just saw in that video there, a couple of the Lopes men's players there just answering a couple questions. And you saw Josh Drack singing at the end as they all voted him, Josh Drack, the best singer on the team.
Yeah, that's an all-around good player and teammate when you're as good off the field and in the classroom as you are on the field.
And the Lopes team off the field in the classroom, as you just mentioned, they are very good. They won an award along with the women's team for one of the top teams with a cumulative team GPA in all of the country. So gotta love what Coach Shellis Heineman is doing with this team. And also from that video, they voted senior Sean Spitzer with best team spirit. And if you take a look at Sean Spitzer, he has got team spirit all the way around, not just for this men's soccer team, but also for the entire school.
Well, when you're here for as long as he is, I don't believe he transferred, but you know, you're gonna do that, and you're kind of gonna become the captain and have that undocumented role of just being a leader.
You gotta love what the 5 seniors have done for this program. Those 5 seniors once more is Sean Spitzer, Sam Gardner, Alex Ramirez, Alex Radia, and Jackson Jella, the other one. Yep, and he has the goal for this team so far today. And let's take another look at what this team has done well with the stats. GCU has 7 shots with 5 on goal. Tassareese has made 2 saves, and they have taken 3 corners. For the Falcons, they have 3 shots, 2 on goal, and Sayatsu has made 4 saves today, as he has played very well and really kept this Air Force team in this game despite it being 1-0.
Yes, he's had some amazing saves. The first one, punching the hand up, was probably the best. And he is really the reason why this isn't 2 or 3-0 GCU.
That's right, Sayatsu is going to have to keep playing very well for the Falcons if the Falcons will look to have a chance in the second half to equalize and maybe take the lead. But the Lopes are going to not let that happen, as their defense has also played very well today.
Yeah, defense has played well for GCU, and like we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, they rise to the occasion, and that's what you're seeing, and hopefully continue to see in the second half and make this a complete game.
Well, we will throw it to one more break here before halftime, as we are about 2 minutes away from the second half at GCU Soccer Stadium.
Our armed forces' heroism, courage, and bravery give greater meaning to what it is to be an American. Grand Canyon University honors you and pays tribute to you and your family. As a community, GCU celebrates your service, your sacrifice, and your commitment. God bless all the brave men and women who put our country first. We want to do the same for you. GCU puts you first with its flexible and convenient online degree programs. We salute you and thank you for your service.
Find your purpose at GCU. Private, Christian, affordable, and nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu.
Feel the thunder in the heart of Phoenix. GCULopes.com.
And welcome back here as we are just moments away from the second half of action here. But first, we're going to take another look at our Sanderson Ford 3 keys to the game.
Well, first of all, they are keeping it going. They're 3-0 against top 25 opponents, so up 1-0, that's what they wanted. All you can ask for after a first half. Finally, they are capitalizing on chances, not only scoring chances, but when they get a chance to get shots, they're getting good ones on the goal, and they're testing Sayatsu. Finally, it's senior day. They got to end this thing out with a win, and the seniors have risen to the occasion. Jackson Jella, the lone goal in this one.
And we are getting ready here as the Falcons are already on the field and ready to go. And the Lopes are entering the field now. And they are going to get ready and try and keep this lead and add on to it as we get into the second half. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments both coaches made during halftime. We will see if the Falcons will be able to get anything going in the second half, and if Coach Doug Hill made any adjustments to try and get one of his top 2 goal scorers on a breakaway or just to get a shot away.
Yeah, they really have been held as far as shots in the last 15-20 minutes of that first half, so we'll see if they can change that up and get some going.
They only had 3 for that entire first 45, and 2 of those came from Tucker Bone, but neither one really close enough as he kicked the one that was on goal right to George Tassareese, as he was able just to catch it, as it was a very routine save.
Yeah, well, there's been only 1 or 2 of those, but this second half, I'm guessing, is going to be really geared up, and each of these teams will be ready to go.
As the Falcons will have the kickoff for the second half, and I would not be surprised if they came out very quickly here. As Bone will drop it back for his defense, and the Air Force Falcons will start their own attack here. And it's going to be a quick one. On the wing with it now, back into the middle, and it's going to be an open shot and over the goal. And that shot there from number 10, Danny Hahn, and a great look from the Falcons. But the Lopes lucked out there as the Falcons caught him sleeping a little bit.
Yeah, wow. Tremendous passing. Great job getting the ball around to the teammates to the open shot, but that's unexcusable. You cannot miss that shot.
The Lopes defense there just shaking off that halftime rush just a little bit. And it looks like they were able to avoid that there as Tassareese will send it deep. Drac push in the back, no call there as the ball with Andreu as he's knocked off the ball, and it'll be a Falcons throw in, and it's taken quickly for Bone. Back over for Hahn now on the near side. Ramirez is there to defend. Hahn makes a cut into the middle. That ball served up, and Austin Day is right there, and now Marco Afonso will clear it. It's Burt Wilton looking to run onto it. Good job from Burt Wilton there to put pressure on. And now the Falcons will reset it. Long ball looking for Hahn, but it finds Bone. Tucker Bone on the wing, crossing it in, and George Tassareese is there once again. Great read from Tassareese to jump up and intercept that one and not let the Falcons get any type of shot away.
Yeah, exactly what I was going to say. Great anticipation and coming out and snuffing that out right away.
And really seen that all season from George Tassaris, as he has been one of the top goalkeepers in the conference and the top man for the Lopes. As it will be Isai Easley with possession of it now, and he will find Jackson Jella on that far wing. Jella goes down, no call, and he's going to get right back up with the ball and find Austin Day, but he will turn it over. And now the switch for the Falcons and Hahn, as Ramirez will jump and challenge, and it'll be Lopes' ball. And it's a throw in from Ramirez as Wilton's getting held, and we will now get a whistle as the referee was looking to see if there was going to be an advantage played. And the referee will have the Lopes move it back, and it will be Ramirez to take it. This free kick will come near the midfield stripe, and Ramirez will serve it. It's a good ball played in, and it's off Wilton and cleared away by the Falcons.
GCU threatening more now, starting to get their team in gear offensively.
But a foul there on Ramirez, and the Falcons will get yet another free kick. And that ball's played deep into the box, and it's Isai Easley getting it away, and Dewing has a go, and Tassaris makes a great save there on Austin Dewing. And George Tassaris has been very busy in this first 3 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, Tassaris incredible here, and starting off the second half with game-changing saves. If they let in a goal, obviously that gives all the momentum back to Air Force.
And that's why they have George Tassaris back there. He is very good for them, and he's been very strong all year, as that was his 3rd save on the game now. And Sam Gardner challenging with Afonso, and Gardner will come away with it and drop it for Tassaris. It'll be played back for the senior Sam Gardner. Gardner looking up top for Jella, and it's just not going to get there to him. And Andreu challenging, but the Falcons defense wins it back for him. But now Radia in the middle of the field. He will stay on his feet, looking to feed Wilton, and cannot. And Radia is down, and he will get back up. No foul called there, and it's Afonso on the side. Afonso makes a move in the middle, but too big of a touch. And now the Falcons clear. And Radia is hit up in the face, and no call there, and he's not going to get up. And the referee is not blowing the whistle, and Air Force is not going to play it out of bounds, but Austin Day will. And I don't know how that one wasn't a foul, as he got, it looked poked in the eye maybe. And that is the senior Alex Ramirez, who is down. And the Lopes assistant coach there not happy that the Falcons decided not to play that one out of bounds after they clearly saw that Ramirez was down.
Yeah, well, that's really etiquette. I mean, tough to see. I'm not sure exactly what happened to him, but it doesn't matter. If he's down, yes, that needs to be respected. It doesn't matter what you think did or did not happen.
Yeah, the referee probably also should have stopped that one immediately, as he went down holding his head. And he was just step off the field and wait for the referee to wave him back on, as Air Force will take the throw in on the far sideline. And headed out once more by Easley. Throw in finds the middle. Nothing there, and miscommunication from Easley and Tassaris, and that one could have been dangerous, but the Lopes find a way to clear, and it's headed right, or kicked right out of the box there. And now Burt Wilton challenging and almost winning that long ball there for the Lopes, and that could have been another good attack. And now it's Tabone and the Falcons. Great win from Jackson Jella there, and he will go down, and now a foul coming.
Air Force continues to be stifled by this defense. GCU doing very well right now on both ends of the ball.
As Tassaris will line up to take it. He will send it deep, looking for Burt Wilton, who gets a touch to it. And it's Afonso, but it's taken down by the Falcons defense. And almost a look for Marco Afonso, but Austin Day will win it. And a great job from the junior there, and he will send it back to the middle. Nobody home, and we will get a Lopes throw in from Austin Day. He goes quickly in the middle for Andreu, who finds Jella. Back for Day, who will cross it in. It's Drac on the backside, and it's headed up and over. And a goal kick coming for the Falcons and Sayatsu. And a great look for the Lopes there.
Love the chance right there. Just soared over, but connected on the head of the back post. Ooh.
And Sayatsu lines up for the goal kick, and he will send it deep, as it will be won by the Falcons. And now it's Tucker Bone and Sam Gardner on the defense, and Bone, a weak shot there right into the hands of George Tassaris.
Yeah, I was expecting a better shot than that from Bone, but Tassaris will take it, right?
It was just great defense from Sam Gardner, too, to cause the weak shot.
Yes.
And make it easy on his goalkeeper. Afonso loses it and wins, and now a foul coming, and we will get more than a foul. Maybe. It's the referee calling him over, and that'll be number 15 for Air Force, Joe Ortiz on the foul. And now the Lopes assistant coach not happy that there was no card given after they got one earlier in the game for the same exact foul. And the referee just warning every player there that the next one more than likely will be a yellow card. As it is Tassaris with the ball now. Gardner up top now for Drac. Drac gets a touch, and it is not a good shot away. He got one away, but it was just a little too soft, and Sayatsu is right there.
Topped that one, but what an unbelievable chance.
The Lopes get another chance there, and they are looking very good still into this second half, as they have settled down after a rough first 3 minutes. And now a good win there from Wilton. And Wilton will attack. He finds Jella. Return for Andreu. Andreu in the middle now. It's Wilton. Wilton just was a little too indecisive there, as he did not quite see that it was on his foot. But the Lopes retain possession at midfield, and it is Austin Day now. In the middle for Radia. So that one gets a little bit deflected, and it finds Jackson Jella. And Jella will send it in, but nobody in the middle for the Lopes, and it is Sayatsu once more, and he will throw it out. Hahn in the middle of the field. Bone on the far side, leading the attack for the Falcons. He has Day on him. It is dropped for Hahn, and a win by Andreu. As Austin Day just played it out there, and it will be a throw for the Falcons, and we will get a substitution. It'll be number 13, Tristan Traeger, checking back into the game for the Falcons.
Therefore, still looking for some answers here against GCU's defense.
And they're just waiting for the substitute to run off here, as that is going to be Austin Dewing taken out of the game for a quick breather. And the throw-in will go, no one in particular, as Day wins it and sends it out of bounds once more for another throw. As Cook throws it in on the far side, he finds Hahn. It'll be dropped all the way back at the midfield line. And knocked out of bounds by Afonso. And we will get a throw in by Joe Ortiz for the Falcons. It'll be returned to Ortiz, but Afonso is there. Afonso, a good strong win there, and he will keep the ball, but lose it. And now the Falcons threatening, and Ramirez, a great strong tackle. And it is Afonso to Wilton, who finds Drack. Drack return pass for Wilton, but Wilton was in an offside position. And Shellis Heineman doesn't like the call, but that would have been another great attack from the Lopes offense.
Great passing, great vision. Still not really executing necessarily, but they have the lead. They need to keep it that way.
And now the free kick from the Falcons, sent away and right to Gardner's head. And it will be headed away, and Burt Wilton can't get there in time, and the Falcons will keep possession of it. And they are looking for Tucker Bone now. It is won by Eastleigh. Hahn on the far side with Jella defending. And now the Falcons have the ball at the 18, and it is sent in for Bone. He just can't keep possession, and now Drack will take it on the counter and find Afonso. Nope, it'll be taken away, and now Ramirez again with a good defensive play, as the Falcons will get it, and Day intercepts. Day stays on his feet, advantage played. Day has Jella and Wilton, and he will not get rid of it in time, as it'll be taken away by the Falcons. And now the Falcons will start an attack of their own.
They got, yeah, good chance.
And Bone will play wide. Sent across on the back post to Hahn, and nobody there, as Isai Eastleigh will keep it out and find Jackson Jella, as Jella gonna look to beat his man Reese Cook, and he will slow up and find Andreu, who will go to the middle for Wilton, and now Drack will win it for Radia. And on the wing for Ramirez to Afonso. And Marco Afonso will turn it over, but Josh Drack is there to win it, and miscommunication from Drack and Wilton, as the Lopes are looking to make substitutions as soon as they can. It'll be Calvin Kissy and Alexi Canales checking in for the Lopes when they get the chance. And now the Falcons will attack once more. And it's turned over for Ramirez. Afonso has a man trailing him on his back. And it looks like Armoroli gets ready to check back in as well, as Afonso crosses it in, looking for Drack. It'll be taken by the Falcons defense. And Ramirez, good job there. Keeps possession, looks to Afonso. And Afonso cannot keep it in. It'll be a goal kick. And we will get substitutions, as it will be Alexi Canales, Calvin Kissy, and Julian Armoroli checking in for the Lopes. For Burt Wilton, Alex Radia, and Austin Day will come out of the game. And on the next chance, the Lopes will get Justin Rasmussen in the game. And now the goal kick taken. And it is Drack to win it for Kissy. Kissy for Jella.
Good speed.
Jello with the speed, wins the ball there. He has Cook on him. He will get a return pass from Drac. It's Jella, and it's going to get knocked out of bounds. A throw, and in to check in will be Justin Rasmussen for Marco Alfonso. And the Lopes will throw it in on that far side with Justin Armaroli. We are in the 61st minute of play as the Lopes still lead number 8 Air Force 1-0. And the referee blows his whistle, and we are ready to play once again as Armaroli will send it in for Jella. Return for Armaroli. Armaroli ball in, headed down. It's Canales. He will drop for Ramirez. Looking for Kissy, and it's intercepted by the Falcons. And they're going in now. A foul on Calvin Kissy. And the Falcons will get yet another free kick, as that is the 12th foul on the Lopes in this game so far.
Well, doesn't surprise me. I don't think it surprises them either. Each team ready to go.
Rasmussen on the defense. Great job there, but the Falcons keep possession. Ramirez chasing, and he will knock it out of bounds. And this will be the first corner of the game for Air Force in the 62nd minute.
This is something that they excel at. But GCU, well, here it was. That was quick.
As it was taken quickly, and Drac will win it back. He has Jella and Kissy with him as he beats a man there. Here comes Jackson Jello with speed as Drac will find him. Jella slows down, wins the ball, and he will look to feed Kissy on the header, and it's kept out by Andreu Sayatsu. And oh my, what another great save from Andreu Sayatsu.
Absolute spectacular, but what a hookup between Jella and Kissy. That was amazing.
It wasn't the best header from Kissy, but it was good enough to where Sayatsu had to make a spectacular diving save. As Andreu will find Rasmussen. And Rasmussen will be fouled in the middle of the field, as the Falcons will get ready to make a substitution at the next opportunity they get. As we will take one more look at this replay on the shot. That was just a great save by Sayatsu.
Yeah.
And now the ball's going to get out of bounds for a Lopes throw in. As Ramirez will run over to take once more. And it'll be booted up in the air, and Ramirez will win. And the Falcons will take possession in the middle of the field, and will drop all the way back for their defense. And they will get set and ready to play. As that one is booted out of bounds. An errored pass there from the Falcons. And the Lopes are going to get a throw in on the far side near midfield with Julian Armaroli. And he will go up top looking for Calvin Kissy, cannot find him. And now we will get substitutions for Air Force, as it'll be an Air Force throw. It is number 3, Austin Dewing, checking back in. Number 6, Luis Martinez. And number 2, Clint Parker, checking back into the game for the Falcons. And it looks like it will be Danny Hahn checking out. Tucker Bone also checking out of the game. As it looks like he's going to get a quick breather for the end of this game. And the Lopes might have to take advantage of just now Tucker Bone going out of the game.
Yeah, that's right. And they're going to try and rest his legs for the latter stages of this one, and it's not a bad idea at all.
No, very good idea, as the Falcons looking to steal minutes from a couple other guys. And the Lopes are going to want to be aware now of just where Austin Dewing is. And Drac is fouled in the back. And the Lopes looking for another card, but it's not going to come here. Gardner will take it. Coach Hyndman still looking for a card as he's yelling at the referee. And Sam Gardner will send it up, and it'll be headed away. Rasmussen is there. Ramirez will win and drop all the way back for Eastley, who will look for Kissy in the middle, and Kissy gets fouled and will foul his defender. And I would agree with that call, as they both started holding, and then Kissy got more of the man and just wrapped him up, threw him to the ground trying to get by him. And now the referee is going to give Calvin Kissy a card. Maybe it looks like. No, just a warning for Kissy, as he was delaying the game there. And what looks to be a smart move there from Calvin Kissy, just to hold everything up and let the Lopes defense reset.
And not only does it help in the short term, but it helps in the long term too. At the end of the game, being long term.
And a good header away there, as Jackson Jello will get to it, and he will fall down and lose possession. And now it is in the middle and looking for a pass to no one in particular there, as Kissy wins it and gets a turn, but cannot maintain possession. And now the Falcons will look to attack once again. Armoroli with the good defense knocks it out of play. And a throw in for the Falcons, as Tosh Yasuda gets ready to check back into this game for the Lopes. And good defense there, as Jackson Jella keeps it in play, losing possession of it. And now the Falcons will get it right back, as the Lopes can just not seem to get possession of it just yet, as Josh Drack with the defense.
And it doesn't quite make me nervous yet, but I mean, we'll see the final 10 minutes. We're reaching in here, 23 minutes remaining in regulation.
And a good move there, but great defense from Armoroli to stop the attack and clear. And now the Lopes defense will have one more chance to reset, and it'll be a Air Force throw-in on the far side. And now the Falcons with it. And now Kissy, good defense. And it'll be taken away by Andreu. It is Jello with it. And it'll get deflected, but Air Force keeps it in play with possession, and Andreu playing great defense there. And now a foul on Marios Andreu. And here comes the yellow card. And that is his 4th yellow card of the season, so he will really have to be careful in the next game as to not to accumulate a 5th one, as that would mean a suspension for him. Now a free kick coming for the Falcons. And the referee blows his whistle, and we are ready to play once again. And that ball is sent in, and Tassareese is right there, read that one all the way. George Tassareese looks like a free safety back there.
Oh my goodness, doing everything. High pointed that ball on a big crowd, and that was big.
And now the feed for Kissy, he's onside. Kissy attacking now. Kissy, the drop pass for Drack on the side, and Rasmussen is just not there, as Josh Drack sent one away, and Rasmussen keeps it in. And he will turn it over looking for Jella. But that would have been a great attack for the Lopes. And now Air Force looking for their long ball of their own, and they cannot, as Armoroli is on top of that one, as it finds Kissy now. Kissy for Drack. Drack return pass for Kissy. Calvin Kissy looking to make a move.
Get it away.
And he gets it taken away there, as Drack avoids a foul. And Andreu has got to be careful there, as he is already on a yellow card. The Lopes could not afford to go a man down.
No, no.
And the Lopes bench telling Calvin Kissy to get away from the free kick so he doesn't pick up a yellow card. And great defense from Ramirez as he heads it all the way to midfield. And the Falcons will have to retake possession and reset their offense. Rasmussen, a great slide tackle there. And then Drac causing a little bit of havoc there with his own defense. And we will get 2 substitutes for the Lopes as soon as they can bring them on. And good defense from Gardner on the side. Gardner gets it away and it's deflected. And it'll go as far as the Falcons defender. And he will start his own attack. And the Lopes have got to be careful. And great job of the Lopes swarming to the soccer ball and just causing the Falcons to have to drop it back and not get close to the goal. So Ramirez takes it away. It's Kissy. Ramirez sends Drac. It's a foot race. Drac's gonna win the foot race and he's taken down and no whistle. There's the whistle. And it will be a free kick coming at the edge of the 18 for the Lopes. And that has got to be some type of card. And I think it's got to be a red card. As that's a breakaway, and based on time and distance to the goal and the amount of defenders, there's a bunch of criteria here that has to check the boxes. But here comes the replay, and there's the red card. The referee will send him off as we take another look, and there's the foul. And that will make it 11-on-10 as the Lopes will go up a man.
And they're that much closer to beating the number 8 team in the country. Unbelievable.
I could not see who the red card was on. It looks like it's number 18, David Louthen. And that is going to hurt the Falcons, not only for the rest of this game, but in their final matchup, as they will go back home next Saturday, as they will take on a Utah Valley team that is tied for 2nd in the Western Athletic Conference, and the Lopes just beat them on Friday night.
Yeah, it's got some big implications, that game, and Air Force now going to have to make adjustments.
What? And now the Air Force coach is not happy, and the referees are telling him to get back in his box, and he is just not pleased with that red card.
Just trying to listen into that field mic as the coaches and refs had
some
the
words.
Conversation.
And now Drac the shot, and it's going to go high over the bar. It was right there in the corner. He just couldn't keep it down. And we will get substitutes for the Lopes. It's 19, Tosh Yasuda. Number 8, Alex Ramirez. And number 9, Jaime Delore checking into the game for the first time for the Lopes in the 71st minute. And the Air Force coach is giving that assistant referee an earful right now. And of course that assistant had nothing to do with any of that play right there. But he just gets the brunt of it because he's the close man. And now you gotta wonder if Air Force is a little bit deflated. And now Air Force on the attack.
Uh-oh, defense needs to shift.
And a great job there, and now it's loose, and Tassaris is beat, but Julian Armoroli is there. And what a save from Armoroli as he stands on the line and kept it out as they finally beat George Tassaris. But the Lopes defense is right there to keep this game at 1-0.
Yeah, Lopes playing sloppy now. They got to get the ball up. Stop passing it to the other team.
And now a quick throw in for Air Force. It's Dewing. Dewing has a go, and Tassaris kept him out again.
Oh my.
George Tassaris, what a save. And the Lopes need to clear, but a foul coming on Josh Drac. And oh my, George Tassaris and the Lopes defense back-to-back stops. And you got to wonder at this point that everything is going right for the Lopes.
Yeah, it definitely is. But the defense doing very poorly right now. They're letting the pressure get to them. They're succumbing to it, and they can't get the ball up.
As the referee sets the wall, and we will go on his whistle. And it will be a free kick coming for the Falcons. And it will be a shot, and it's low and wide. And the Lopes will gain possession back as number 17, Marco Alfonso, checks back into the game. And we will take one more look at this save from George Tassaris on Austin Dewing. And it doesn't get any better than that.
And the clear out right there attempt. I mean, to bicycle it basically and get it out of there, that was a great sequence.
And you got to think Coach Shellis Hyman will be happy with part of that defensive sequence there.
They got it. They got to get the ball up.
But Dewing with the steal, he will feed the middle. It's a touch and it's offside, and a good call there. And I believe he was. And Clint Parker is not happy, and he's going to get a card for that. Or maybe just a talking to. That probably should have been a card.
GCU is crumbling now. You can see the nerves in there. They need to regroup and gather themselves.
As Gardner now will boot it away, and it'll be just a little bit too long for Alfonso and Delore.
I think they were just trying to get that one on their side of the field there, honestly.
They just needed to find a way to reset their defense, and they do. But the Lopes defense here needs to bend but not break, as they have done in the last couple minutes. But Marco Alfonso there, good job trying to win that ball. Cannot, and now Air Force has really turned on the Jets.
With 10, right? I mean,
with 10, they've turned on the Jets, and it's a little bit scary. And now a shot, and it's deflected, looking for a handball, no call, and that's going to get out of bounds. And we're going to get a corner for the Falcons.
Yeah, well, now you got to hold here. 15 minutes left. I mean, this is where great teams are decided, and you just have to find a way to make the stops.
And you know, there's a reason why you're number 8 in the country. It's because you can make attacks like this and put a team on their heels. And now the corner coming. Tassaris is all over that one, and he will catch it once again, reading that ball in the air all the way into his hands. And he's going to reset and hold for as long as the referee will let him here. And now he will drop and have to kick it away. We will get 2 substitutes here. 27, Brandon Johnson, and yep, Canales got a little bit too high with the foot and hit Austin Dewing, and he is not happy. And now Dewing is giving the referee an earful, and Austin Dewing is going to have to be careful. If he picks up another yellow right here for arguing with the referee, he's going to get tossed. And he smartly backs away from the referee there.
Emotions high right now on the Air Force side.
And Canales there definitely needs to be more careful, as that was a very dangerous play. And now the ball up in the air, and it is headed away by Johnson. Now Armoroli gets it out, and it'll go out of bounds off the Air Force attacker, and it will be. And now I don't know what Tassaris is gonna get a talking to or a card for something, I'm not sure. And now a yellow card coming on George Tassaris, and I'm not quite sure if it's for delay of game or what. I'm not quite sure what he did. He did kick the ball away a little bit, and the referee is just, I think the referee's at his boiling point.
He absolutely is. He's handing him out like it's trick or treat candy on Halloween.
now Tassareese is not happy with the yellow card, but he will send it away and out of bounds. And the Lopes are going to get another substitution when they can. It'll be 25, Mario Andreu checking back into the game. And it has really been all hands on deck here in the second half for the Lopes, as Coach Shellis Heineman has really been making substitution after substitution to try and keep these players' legs fresh.
Yeah, it's been good to see and hasn't really benefited Air Force yet. GCU has outplayed them.
And that's a good job to get it to Afonso, as this is Delore. It'll get kicked away and out of bounds. We will get an Lopes throw in.
This is the time. Go ahead, Kyle.
As Andreu checks back into the game.
This is a time you have to buckle down. You got to complete this game, because anything given up here is really going to sink you, especially with the time left. So if you've held on this long, just hold on for just a little bit longer.
That's right, and as Atondo throws it into Afonso, back to Atondo, who will return to Afonso, and it'll get knocked out of bounds once again, and it'll be a Lopes throw. And Atondo will take it.
I don't think there's too much sense of urgency on the Lopes side on offense.
Not at all. They're just trying to keep possession down here as long as they can, and now it's cleared up and away, and the Lopes will take it, and they're going to take as much time as they can, but not enough time to where the referee will pull out another yellow card.
Well, yeah. I mean, any little thing could set him off at this point.
As Tucker Bone will get ready to check back into the game, and this is Delore, who bicycle kicks it across the face of goal, and it'll get booted away, but the Lopes keep it in. Delore again! And he has scored once on that already this season.
That's so fun to watch.
As Coach Hyman has given him permission to do that if he can. And now it's Radia taking it into the corner. Radia drops it to Afonso. And now the ball in the box for the Lopes. And it's Afonso on the wing.
Keep holding on possession.
Afonso fakes the shot and will give it back out wide, and the Lopes are going to drop to Armoroli. Armoroli getting held, and now a foul coming. And of course, that bicycle kick goal by Jaime Delore was against number 20 Creighton. That proved to be the game winner in that one. And as soon as Air Force can, they will get Tucker Boone back into this game as we enter the last 10 minutes. And this is Afonso who gets a shot away, and it's deflected. And it'll be cleared as far as Armoroli, and it'll go back outside to the wing. As there's an Air Force player down. And now we will get a corner.
I would assume.
And that he is okay.
Is Mr. Bone coming in? Yep.
He will check in there for the injured man. I believe that is number 8, Zane Moxley, who went down with the injury, and he will check out. And the Lopes are going to get a corner.
Good chance.
And it will be off the foot of Afonso this time. Afonso sends it in. It's up top, deflected around, and the Lopes cannot quite get a touch. Armoroli will have a long go. Andreu has a shot, and it's going to be way wide. And now a quick goal kick's going to be coming for Air Force.
Wow.
And Seyasu.
How about that? The excitement in the last 10 minutes. Could you expect anything less?
Oh, and now a foul coming on Isai Easley as he just uprooted the Falcons player there, number 11, Aaron Uribe. We are in the final 9 minutes of play in the here at GCU Soccer Stadium. It is still 1-0 Lopes. And they are hanging on for dear life almost at this point in the final 9, as Coach Heineman making substitutions as much as he can, keeping his guys fresh. And now the ball played in. Tassareese is there, and Tassareese is undercut by Gardner. It looked like he got undercut by his own man. And now a substitution, or a stoppage in play, excuse me, is coming as Tassareese is down. And he's gonna roll over, and it appears like he is okay. He is just taking as much time as he can. And George Tassareese is okay. That's a good sign for the Lopes, as that marks his 7th save of the evening. And he will get ready to kick it away.
Seems like each save he makes is bigger than the last.
And at this point in the game, it definitely is going to be more magnified each time he gets his hands on the ball, as he will boot it deep. And Afonso leaps, and Afonso is climbed on, no foul, as that goes off of Bones' back, and Johnson will boot it away, and it will get out of bounds, and the Falcons will throw it in. As Atondo steps in and wins. This is Johnson now booting it deep, as it will go all the way back to Sayatsu now, and he will pick it up and throw it out wide. And Air Force is going to start to throw numbers forward here, and that's going to be deflected. Drac looking to run on, or excuse me, that's Yasoto on the far side looking to run on. And Armoroli will get it away for Radia, and it'll go out of bounds, and the Lopes will have a chance to take a breath and get a throw in.
7.5 more minutes to go for GCU to close this one out, and my, that'll put Air Force to 8-2, GCU 4-4 in the WAC.
So Armoroli throws that one in, and it'll be cleared away by Air Force. And now another Lope going down in a little bit of a scrum there, but the Lopes, Brandon Johnson will win it back, or excuse me, that's and now it'll be Delore getting a touch, and Sayatsu is there, and there is still a Lope down, and the bench clearly not happy about it. And on the far side, that's Isai Easley. And I saw that one happen, and they were challenging for the ball, and it looks like Easley was once again hit up in the head. And the referee didn't see it or just said there was nothing there and didn't blow his whistle.
Well, the fans here have been treated to a spectacular game thus far, and it's almost over if Air Force does not respond here.
That's right, and there are plenty of havocs over there on the platform, and could we possibly be in for our 3rd field storming of the year? And of course, this would probably be the biggest one due to it being GCU's first win. It would be against a top 10 opponent.
And WAC too. I mean, I just feel like in-conference wins are so magnified because of the hatred and rivalry playing each year, but nonetheless, you beat a team that is ranked. I don't care who you are, you're excited.
That's right. Any win over a top 25 opponent is going to be huge, especially going into postseason play. And it is possible that these two teams would meet again, more than likely in a championship game. But if these two teams were to meet again, there's going to be some bad blood, and that's going to be an even better game than this one, more than likely.
Oh, yeah. Not to mention, it'll be neutral site, and they've each played once at each other's homes. So that'll be interesting to keep an eye out for, too.
As Rasmussen will check into the game once again. And now Eastley's going to get subbed out, as Rasmussen did check in there. And Heineman's going to have to make another substitution to get Isai Eastley back into this game. And now a good header away there from Rasmussen. He will find Delore. Delore tripped up, but a good defensive play. And now it'll be Afonso to throw in for the Lopes. As Atondo will throw it deep, over Radia's head. And he will find Afonso looking to feed Jaime Delore in the middle. But Julian Armaroli with a good step, and now the Lopes have an attack going for Delore. And almost a miscommunication between the defense and Seiatsu.
Get it up.
And now Afonso again. They're going to have to keep the pressure going, as it is Afonso looking to get it home there, and it'll be out of bounds. Falcons throw, and they're of course going to take it quickly. And the Lopes are going to have to be careful not to get beat on a quick one, as this is Tucker Bone with it. He has been very quiet so far today, and now a foul coming on Tucker Bone. And the Lopes are going to take their time, as Tassaris, it looks like he will come up to take this one with 6 minutes to play in the second half of play. And Coach Hindman's going to get Josh Drack and Isai Easley ready to check back in for the final 5 minutes of play here on the next dead ball substitution that they are going to be allowed, as Tassaris sends it deep. Delore is there, and it'll be headed away by the defense, as this is Yasuda on the far side. Yasuda knocked down, no foul, and it'll be out of bounds. Falcons throw. And now the Falcons with the attack. Armaroli chests it down. And now he will send it deep, looking for Radia. Radia can't run it down, but he will apply pressure. Now Seiatsu will get rid of it.
Yeah, even this is a win for GCU, because
Yasuda, great sliding play in to keep the pressure on, and now Seiatsu will pick it up, and he will start the attack. Johnson heads it away. It's for Afonso. And now it'll go out of bounds. Air Force throw. As it goes to Bone, and it'll be dropped back. And return pass for Bone now. And now a handball on Rasmussen coming. As this will be one of the more dangerous free kicks that the Falcons have had all game long, as we enter the final 3.5. It'll be number 6, Luis Martinez, to take the free kick here for the Falcons, and he will serve one up. A man taken down in the box, and a deflection from Armaroli, but Tassaris is there, and he makes another stop, and that one was almost bad for the Lopes, as Armaroli took a touch and it just rolled back on him. But Tassaris is all over that one. He will kick one deep once more.
Got so excited they turned on the foggers.
That one sails out of bounds. It'll be another Air Force throw-in, as Yasuda has to get away from the ball. And now it'll be thrown in once again to Tucker Bone, as it looks like they are trying to feed the offense right now through him in the final 3 minutes. Bone will drop it back. Long ball played in. It is headed down and away. It is back for Armaroli, who will kick it up and out and into the platform there. And now Tucker Bone once more to throw it in for the Falcons.
Yes.
And a great defensive play there, as Atondo's tripped up from behind. No call coming, as he kept the ball in and cleared it out. And now Afonso can't get it away, as Doing intercepts it. Andreu pokes it away. Yasuda back for Armaroli. Armaroli will send it deep to the corner. And the Lopes are just starting to play kickball with it, as they are trying to hang on here to a 1-0 victory, as the Falcons will throw everything they got at the Lopes right now. And that's going to be helpful for GCU, as substitutes will come on. It'll be Drack and Easley for Afonso and Radia. It appears to be a defensive substitution for the Lopes. As the Lopes will get a throw in, it will be Atondo to throw it in. Marlon Atondo, a good throw. And it'll be headed away and out of bounds. It'll be a Falcons throw. And the Lopes thought it was theirs, and now some miscommunication, and Eastleigh pops it straight up in the air, and it'll be one away. Brandon Johnson clears it all the way to midfield, and the Falcons will once again need to reset. They got a long ball coming. We are in the final 70 seconds of play. Drac, good win there. This is Jaime Delore now. Delore will lose possession. 1 minute remaining in this game. The Falcons are threatening once again, looking to feed Bone. Bone gets a chest to it, and George Tassaris once again will come up big for the Lopes as we enter the final 40 seconds. He will throw it out wide to Marlon Atondo.
Underrated play right there. Absolutely incredible. That ball was 50-50.
Drac kept it in and cleared all the way to Seiatsu. It's headed down by Yasota. We are entering the final 25 seconds of play. Excitement starting to set in here for the crowd. It's a long ball played. Atondo once again wins.
GCU doing a great job clearing it.
Drac will kick it deep. We have 9 remaining. The countdown ensues. Jaime Delore will get there, and it will be poked out of bounds. And the Lopes are gonna beat number 8 Air Force 1-0 thanks to a Jackson Jella goal on senior day. And what a way to finish your home season for the Lopes.
Number 3 was to send the seniors out strong, and they did. That game was complete from the first minute to the 90th. And I can't say anything too good about Tesauris. That was unbelievable.
George Tesauris, 8 saves on the evening, or on the afternoon rather, and the Lopes will come away with another top 25 victory. They are 4-0 this season against the top 25. And they will celebrate this one long into the evening. And they will have one final game remaining next Friday night in Las Vegas as they will take on UNLV. And we're gonna take a quick look now at the GCU Golf Course Player of the Game. And who else would it be other than George Tassaris?
I mean, you have a shutout and you play the whole game and you beat a ranked team. That's not even up for debate.
And the shutout here tonight will make it his 6th shutout on the season. He made 8 great saves, including a couple where the Lopes looked like they were gonna give one up, but they kept him in George Tassaris kept him in the game, along with a great goal line save by Julian Armaroli.
Well, that was absolutely what they needed. They started strong, they took advantage, and they went through all 3 of the Sanderson Ford keys.
They definitely did there. Thank you for tuning in. The Lopes are in action for their final game before the WAC tournament Friday, November 2nd in Las Vegas as they take on UNLV. And thanks for tuning in all season long to GCU TV. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. Have a great night and go Lopes. For everyone here at GCU TV, for Alex Larson and Kyle Borg, thanks for tuning in.